And welcome back to the second half. We're coming to you live from Kingsville, Texas at Javelina Stadium by district round. First round of the playoffs of the 2014 season. We have the Vernia Bears taking on the Grulla Gators. It's all Bears as they have a 40-0 lead here on a cold Thursday night. I'm Kevin Arrow. Thank you for tuning in to valleycentral.com. And it was a tough first half for these Gators as they're getting set to kick this one off to the Bears. They'll be going from left to right. Second half is just moments away. Once again, thank you for joining us. By district round, some 4A action. Gators and the Bears, second half. And it's going to be an onside kick. Ball is at midfield. We're going to see who recovered it. Vernia fell on top of it to an onside kick to start the second half. And the Bears take over, and what a half it was for their starting quarterback. That's Colby Skelton. Skelton and Rusty Story connected twice in the first half for a pair of touchdowns. And again, that Vernia defense stepping up big, pitching. They shut out in the first half. And here comes Skelton and his offense. First and 10. Second half underway. valleycentral.com. Ball at their own 49-yard line. Skelton out of the shotgun two-back set. Handoff up the middle. Doesn't go anywhere. Grulla defense stepping up on the first play of the second half. Reagan Tucker got the handoff there. He checks out of the game wearing the number 22.
Loss in the last play brings up second and 12.
Second and 12 after the loss of 2. 4 receivers set. Grulla showing blitz. Skelton back to pass. Fires that incomplete. That quick swing pass. He was looking for Dennis, the intended wide receiver.
Incomplete. Brings up third and 12.
Diaz was on the coverage. Third and 12 coming up. Those Vernia defense forcing some turnovers in that first half. Consecutive drives. Punched that football loose. Talked about last week's win against Robstown. Their defense, how they just fly to that football. Right now their offense is on the field. They've put up 40 points up in that first half. Third and 12. Skelton back to pass. Off his back foot. Quick screen. Incomplete. Football's on the ground. Picked up. The officials are going to say it's an incomplete pass. Gator defense forces them to go 3 and out. 11:09, third quarter. The Gators are going to have a shot on a return here. Probable decent field position. Noe Vera is back to return this punt, along with Alzandua. Punting this one away from the 47-yard line. Snaps there, punts away. Football is on the ground, but the Gators fall back on top of it at the 20-21-yard line. That's where the Gator offense will take over. No points in the first half for Grulla. Had a couple of promising drives. Some of them cut short of either penalties or fumbles, turning the football over. We'll see if they can adjust here in the second half. Defense forced a 3 and out. Now it's time for their offense to kind of pick up the slack here. Early third quarter. And there's the motion man. They'll fake the jet sweep. Designed quarterback run on Zandua. Met by a blanket of white jerseys on the far side of the field. Parker on the tackle on the far side. Gator offense coming. Trips left, one to the right. One back to the right of Alzandua. Second and 10 after no gain on that last play. Again, this time they'll go with the jet sweep. Try to bounce it to the outside. Makes one man miss. Crossing the 30, 35. And that's a good open field tackle from Cody Martinez.
Made by number 2, Cody Martinez.
Trillianis on the carry there for Grulla. Third down coming up. He was able to pick up 9 on that jet sweep. 3rd and 1 coming up. Big third down here coming up for these Gators. Got to keep their drive alive. They'll need 2 to convert. And again, they'll go with the jet sweep, this time to the other side. Trying to pick up the first down. I think he got it. That should be enough for a Gator first down.
Got to pick up the first down. Made by number 99, Jack Beach.
First and 10 and a fresh set of down for the Gators. 4 receivers set on Zondua out of the shotgun. 4 down linemen for the Bears. They're going with 3 linebackers. Handoff up the middle. Lost 1, maybe 2.
This is the left hand, number 14, the ball carrier for the Gators. Tackle made by number 44, Matthew Montgomery.
This district making up for La Grulla 4A. They got La Vernia, Gonzales, Rockport, Fulton, Pleasanton, Jones, and Robstown. This team's only loss coming to LaGrange in a 34-22 loss back in week 3 of the season. That pass incomplete. 3rd and 9 coming up. And again, those 34 points were the most this Lavernia defense has allowed all year. Then you got a shutout against Wimberley. You allowed 7 against Calhoun. They got a 40-20 win against Sinton. I think that win against Sinton will speak volumes. We'll see those Sinton Pirates here tomorrow night against Port Isabel. We'll talk about that one as this game goes on. Rolling out to the right as Alzandua fires on the run. Deep ball. Got him at the 20-yard line. Inside the 15 down to the 10-yard line. Biggest play of the night for the Grulla Gators. Trias hauls it in. The Gators are knocking on the door for the first points of the night. Maybe no shutout here tonight. Gators knocking on the door. 8:32, third quarter. Three receivers to the right, one-on-one coverage to the top of your screen. Alzandua will call the motion man. We'll see who they go with the jet sweep. It'll be a designed quarterback run. We're going to keep going to that. The read option. Second and 7 coming up. 7:50, third quarter. Grulla. Alzandua out of the shotgun. Motion man again. This time they'll go with the jet sweep. They're going to spot him, I think, the 7-yard line.
On the carry, tackle made by number 44, Matthew Montgomery.
So it's now 3rd and goal. Four down territory here for the Gators. Already tried 2 field goals. Both of them, one of them being blocked, the other one missed. Alzandua rolling out to his right, looking for a man. Fires back across the field into the end zone. Touchdown, Gators. Trias hauls it in for the Gator touchdown. Nice design there from the Gators. He head on Zondua, roll out to the right, then threw back across his body. First score of the night for the Gators, the extra point coming up. The extra point is up, and it's good. Gators on the board, 40-7. All Bears, 6:58 third quarter. You're watching ValleyCentral.com. Welcome back to the action after the touchdown from Zondua from 7 yards out. Keep an eye for another onside kick here potentially coming from these Gators. .658 third quarter. Gators are going to elect to just kick this one away. Vernia is going to take this one out at the 15 to the 20. Room and run in front of him. Out to the right, cuts it back up, and a good tackle right at midfield. Alex Solis made a touchdown-saving tackle and a good return from these Bears. And the football is right on midfield. Try and get you some updated scores. From the Mackay and Alexander game. That game going on over in Laredo to the 45-yard line. Taking the carry, that's Ethan Dennis. So at halftime it was Mackay 13, Laredo Alexander 7. That was the halftime score. Their game already underway in the second half, so we'll definitely keep an eye on that one. And we now have an updated score. We'll get you that score after this play. 2nd and 4 for Vernia. Hand off to the left side. Lots of running room in front of him. Throws the stiff arm, drags a man with him for an extra 3 or 4 yards. On the carry that time was Reagan Tucker. Now Rusty Story is the quarterback, wearing the number 8, replacing the starter, who is Colby Skelton. And why not give your starting quarterback a second half off when you're up big? Story, the quarterback, he's under center, 2-back set out of the eye. Story gets the defensive line to jump, flags come flying in. Alexander leads Mackay 14-13 now, with 1:25 left in the third quarter. That's going to be an illegal formation going against the Bears, so that'll push them back.
5 yards tipped off against the Bears. First and 15.
So it's backed up to a 1st and 15. 5:24 third quarter. Lavernia and Grulla here in the by-district ground. Handoff to the left side. And he's met by a pair of Grulla defenders. Again, Tucker on the carry. Diaz on the tackle for the Gators. They'll give him the spot. They'll give him 1 yard, 2nd and 14. .440 left in the third quarter. Again, Story's your quarterback. Handoff left side again to the 34-yard line.
Again, Tucker again, the ball carrier. Brought down by number 2, Alex Solis.
Again, Tucker starting to get a lot of the carries here in the second half. Kind of a running back by committee at what we've seen throughout the year.
Up 3rd and 10 for the Bears.
Gonzalez finished with a 4-1 record in the district of that Lavernia was in, and of course Gonzalez's only loss. Flags come in. That should be an approachment. Gonzalez's only loss on the year in district play came against Lavernia. So the second best team in this district was Gonzalez. They lost 28-7 against this Bear team. So when you talk about Lavernia kind of just separating themselves from everyone else in that district, then you had Rockport, Fulton falling at or finishing at 3-2, then Pleasanton at 2-3, Jones 1-4, then Robstown 0-5. Really, Lavernia is the class of their district. Winners of 7 straight. Their defense, one of the best in their region. Story handoff left side to the 30, 25. Drug out of bounds.
Megan Tucker picks up the first down.
Tucker again on the carry. And you're checking out the video replay. So once again, we're coming to you live here from Kingsville, Texas. Thursday night action. The 4A by district round. And these Lavernia Bears already have their eyes set on the second round. These Bears coming in hungry. These Gators only won 1 game all year, and they still find themselves here in the playoffs. One of Grulla's rivals, the Port Isabel Tarpons, will be here tomorrow night, going up against the Sinton Pirates. Pickup of 1, 2nd and 9, 2:46, third quarter, 40-7. Bears on top of the Gators.
Ladies and gentlemen, at the main concession stand, hot dogs now selling for $1, hamburgers for $2.
Second and 9, Story on the quick slant. That's complete. Makes one man miss and another all the way to the 5-yard line.
Story down to the 5-yard line. Tackle made by number 21, Albert Zuniga.
So that was Story on the reception. That's correction. That's Ricky Utt. Ricky Utt is the quarterback. He's wearing the number 9. Now from where I'm at, the 8 and the 9 look very similar, so a correction on that. Story is still lined up at wide receiver. Ricky Utt, the backup quarterback, he's listed as a senior, is the quarterback for the Lavernia Bears. He's wearing the number 9. Story's wearing the number 8, so it's easy to get that mixed up. From up here, handoff left side, stretching for the end zone. They're going to mark him down at the half-yard line. Tucker just nearly punched it in with 1:36 in the third quarter. So again, Utt's your quarterback, replacing the starter, which was Colby Skelton. .113 clock continuing to run. Utt the quarterback, 2-back set. Utt quarterback sneak, looking to get in. Pushing the pile into the end zone. Touchdown Bears.
Number 9, Ricky Utt.
So Ricky Utt calls his own number, plunges forward for the Lavernia touchdown. 46-7 is your score. Check out the replay. simple quarterback sneak. That second effort from Mutz, which got him to cross
Into the point after
the goal line. The extra point coming up. The extra point is up. It is no good, so the score will stand. Bears 46, Gators 7, 1:03 left in the third quarter. You're watching ValleyCentral.com. Welcome back to the action on ValleyCentral.com. Vernia 46, Grulla 7, 1:03. Gators looking to take this one out, crossing the 25 to the 30-yard line. That's
on the return.
Zandua on the return. That's where the Gators will take over. So once again, you're tuning in to ValleyCentral.com. Live audio here, live video and audio here tonight on a Thursday night here in Kingsville, Texas. Javelina Stadium is the site of tonight's by-district round. And a battle of a pair of 4A teams. And you talk about the redistricting and whatnot. And Vernia last year was in 3A along with Port Isabel. Those two teams met up over at, I believe it was Cavanis Field, Corpus Christi, Texas. Myself, Joe, and Armando had that call. Double dipped that day. Myself, or the three of us actually, we had the San Antonio Madison game and the Sherryland game earlier that day. And went across town to go cover the Tarpons, and these Vernia Bears fumbled football. Bears recovered on the 30, still on his feet, down to the 20-yard line. Still on his feet, down to the 10-yard line. That football just got knocked loose. All the way down to the 11-yard line. And I'll tell you what, this Vernia defense knows how to get to the football. So the Bears will take over, already up big, forcing that fumble. Last week they held Robstown to 183 total yards, 119 on the run, 64 through the air. So you talk about that secondary really shutting down that pass. They forced 7 turnovers. They've already forced 3 fumbles here tonight. Now that run all the way down to the 1-yard line. Vernia continuing to pound it in. Hunter Dehenny took it all the way to the 1-yard line. We're in the final 20 seconds of this third quarter. Ball on the 1-yard line, 10 seconds here in the third quarter. Looks like the Bears are going to try and punch this one in before the quarter ends. Handoff left side, end zone, touchdown Bears with 2 seconds here in the third quarter.
Number 22.
52-7 is your score now.
Number 20, Hunter Dennehy. Correction, it was number 22, Reagan Tucker.
Reagan Tucker took it into the end zone for the touchdown. The extra point coming up. Snaps there, kicks away, it's up. This time it's good. So the only thing that these Vernia Bears got to be concerned about is their special teams. They're a little wobbly on their extra points. 53-7 here at Kingsville Javelina Stadium. 2 seconds to go in the third quarter. You're watching ValleyCentral.com. Welcome back to ValleyCentral.com. 2 seconds left here in the third quarter. We are getting set for the fourth and final quarter here in game one of the 2 games. We'll be streaming live here at Javelina Stadium in Kingsville, Texas on ValleyCentral.com. And we'll try and keep you up to date with that score over in Laredo between Laredo Alexander and Mac High. Joe Bolin out there patrolling the sidelines. That Laredo Alexander team is the only team to beat Sherryland this year, and Sherryland is the #1 team in the Valley. So that can, if you're familiar with Valley football, you can kind of just let that sink in for a minute. And Mac High, that you're going toe-to-toe with Alex Swain and those Bulldogs over in Laredo. Here we go, kickoff right to left. And the kick's away. At the 15, looking across the 20, 25 as the siren goes off into the third quarter. We'll see where they spot this one at the officials are going to say the 24-yard line. So at the end of the third quarter, the Vernia Bears 53, Grulla Gators 7. You're watching ValleyCentral.com as we head to the fourth quarter.
Start the fourth quarter.
Welcome back to ValleyCentral.com. Start of the fourth quarter. Gators with the football. They trail 53-7. Handoff up the middle, and he's met by a wall of Bear defenders. So once again, we're coming to you live from Kingsville, Texas, and the temperatures, folks, dipping into the low 40s, upper 30s. First real big cold front of the year sweeping through South Texas and this Kingsville area here. A lot of folks bundled up with beanies and hoodies. Big run to the right side for the Gators, crossing midfield. 45, still on his feet, down to the 40, 30, 35, 20, and finally shoved out of bounds. Trinalis on the big run for the Gators.
Forced out of bounds by number 81, Cole Simpson.
Simpson forced him out of bounds. First and 10, ball on the 23. We'll go ahead and give you the scheduled games on ValleyCentral.com after this playing. Well, then we'll kind of break down those games as tomorrow it's its own day, folks. Plenty of football left for Valley teams. Alonzondua with the carry to the 20-yard line. 11 minutes here in the fourth quarter. We'll have La Jolla at Laredo United, Weslaco at Harlingen, Los Fresnos at Edinburgh North, San Benito at Weslaco East, Brownsville Rivera at PSJ North, Donna at Mission Veterans, Ed Couchelsa at Sherryland. Yeah, McAllen Memorial at Del Rio, Mercedes at Roma, La Feria at Gonzales, Rio Hondo versus Cuero. That one's going to be at Cabinets Field in Corpus. Raymondville and Yoakum, Port Isabel Sinton, Lyford Hallettsville, and Santa Rosa against Goliad. All of those by-district rounds as the Gators take this one inside of the 15. 10 minutes left in this one. Then the Saturday games, you have Edinburgh Vela at PSJA. That's a 2:30 game. Then La Jolla Palmview at Laredo LBJ. So this is slate of games on valleycentral.com. 2 of them streaming tonight. This one and the Mackay at Laredo Alexander game. Four receivers set, motion man. He'll fake the jet sweep, design quarterback run. Alzandua to the 5, all the way down. Did he get into the end zone? No, he didn't. They're going to put him down at the 1-yard line. Good run from Alzandua.
Tackle made by number 23, Trace Pinsky.
So the Gators looking to punch this one in. Alzandua out of the shotgun. Hand off up the middle. End zone, touchdown Gators.
Touchdown Gators. Three timeout.
So Desi Zarante finds the end zone, and there's an injured Gator on the 2-yard line. So it's 53-13. The extra point will be coming up. He's able to get up on his own power.
Anthony Lucio, the injured player.
So the extra point coming up. Snaps there, kicks away, it's up. And it's good, the extra point is good. 9:45 left in the 4th quarter. Bears 53, Gators 14. You're watching valleycentral.com.
9:45 remaining in the ball game.
Welcome back to valleycentral.com. All of Vernia here, 53-14. I tell you what, the most points scored aside from that 34 against LaGrange, he got 7, and he got 18 against. They allowed 18 points against Navarro. That was midway through the season. They won that game 40-18. Seven teams only scored 7 points or less against this Vernia defense. They beat Wimberley 28-0, Calhoun 35-7, Rockport Fulton 29-7, Jones 51-7, Gonzales 28-7, Pleasanton 40-7, Robstown 47-6. Score is very similar, folks, but if you're a Gator fan and if you want to look at this in a positive way, they've scored 14 points. That's 1 touchdown more than 7 other teams. So Gators getting something done offensively. They're taking this one to the 35-34 yard line. Still plenty of time to get in the end zone. And again, this defense forcing turnovers, just flying to the football. I've always said when you're around that ball as a linebacker or safety, good things will happen. That's been a testament of this Vernia defense and the story of their year. If you just look at the schedule and you see the scores, let that speak for itself. Finishing 5-0 in district play, 9-1 overall, right in a 7-game win streak. Run to the left side. Lots of running room in front of him. No one's going to catch him. 25-20, 15-10, 5. Touchdown Bears. Reagan Tucker finds the end zone. 59-14 now is your score, and one play. Vernia strikes back. I tell you what, it's cold up here in Kingsville, and that band, they've done a lot of that fight song. Kudos to them. They're going to start running out of breath. They keep scoring at this pace. The extra point is up, and it is good. The extra point is good. So 60-14 is your score. Vernia leading Grulla. You're watching ValleyCentral.com. We'll be back in a moment. Welcome back to the action after the touchdown run from Vernia. 60-14 is your score. Kickoff is away. Gators looking to take it out inside the 5. Crossing the 10, 15. Room to run in front of them. Good return here from the Gators at the 29-yard line. So once again, you're tuning in to ValleyCentral.com. Shout out to all the Vernia fans tuning in, along with all the Grulla fans. Thank you for tuning in to ValleyCentral.com. We'll go ahead and dive into tomorrow's action. Plenty of good football games, folks. Weslaco at Harlingen, Los Fresnos at Edinburgh North, San Benito at Weslaco East. Brownsville Rivera is the game I'm going to keep my eye on. Those Raiders and their late season surge they have put forth. And a good tackle from behind. By Reagan Tucker, the man who just scored the touchdown, is now out there on defense. He's going both ways tonight for the Gators. 9:09 left in this ball game. Those Rivera Raiders started out 0-5, 0-2 in district play before reeling off 5 straight with that big win at San Benito a week ago, claiming to share that district title. Those of you not familiar, the 32-6A district ended up in a 4-way tie. Gators trying to bounce it to the outside. There's Vernia defense waiting for him there. But it was all San Benito until those last 2 weeks of district play. San Benito ended up with 2 district losses, one in the Battle of the Arroyo to Harlingen, who was a playoff team, and against San Benito in the last week in a shootout. And last Saturday night, Los Fresnos needed a win against Brownsville Hanna to get a piece of that pie. They did it. They did that, took care of business. 2nd and 10, 8 minutes, 4th quarter, 4 receivers set. One's on duo the quarterback. Call his own number with a designed quarterback run up the middle to the 49-yard line. That district, you'd have San Benito, Harlingen, Los Fresnos, and Brownsville Rivera. 4-way tie for that district. Weslaco and Weslaco East, both Weslaco schools have clinched playoff berths. They'll be in action tomorrow. Weslaco won district outright against Weslaco East. Weslaco will be taking on Harlingen. San Benito will be taking on Weslaco East. 2 of the top teams in the valley throughout the year. They'll have to regroup quickly as this one will be a jet sweep crossing midfield, showing off the athleticism. Is Noe Vera, the ball carrier, 7:14, fourth quarter. You're tuning into ValleyCentral.com. Who will prevail tomorrow night? 72 and Westlake East, two of the best running backs in the Valley, and Gabriel Vasquez and Lupe Moran. Vasquez eclipsing that 1,000-yard mark. Speaking of 1,000-yard runners, tomorrow night will feature J.J. Gonzalez, the Port Isabel Tarpons. He too clinched the 1,000-yard marker against Raymondville last week. Handoff to the left side at the 41-yard line. So be sure to tune in tomorrow night, folks. Kickoff is set for 7:30, and it's an old rivalry between the Sinton Pirates and the Port Isabel Tarpons. They took on each other here 2 years ago on a similar night like tonight, only tonight is dry. 2 years ago, really wet and cold, and the game got pushed back. That game, it was a second half dominated by the Port Isabel Tarpons, and you know those Sinton Pirates are going to come out hungry. They're winners of 7 straight district play. Rolling out to the right is Alzandua. That pass is up, and it's going to be incomplete on the far side of the field. 6 minutes left in this one. Talked with Coach Smith last night, and he said the injury bug is kind of bitten us, but we should be ready to go. That, and along with just, we're a young team. It's a young Tarpon team, and it's not that Port Isabel team you get year in and year out with the load of experience. But they will be going up against a very tough Sinton team. That will be tomorrow night here on ValleyCentral.com. Kickoff set for 7:30. That'll be game 2 here at Javelina Stadium. Alzandua rolling out to his right. That pass dropped far side of the field. It'll be 4th and 7 coming up. So you talk about those Raiders. They're going up against, Raiders against Raiders. PSG Rivera, or Brownswood Rivera against PSG North. Both schools being Raiders. You'd have to like Rivera's chances in that game. Just the way that their defense is playing. Much similar to this Vernia defense. Just forcing turnovers. They like to run the football. And a lot like their starting quarterback, Colby Skelton, the quarterback for Vernia. Danny Elizondo down there for Rivera. Can definitely sling it around, and he has the pieces around him. They'll be primed for a playoff run. They did it last year. They beat Mackay in the first round. Mackay on their heels late in the fourth quarter, trying to avoid back-to-back years of a first-round exit at the hands of Laredo Alexander. That game going on as we speak, and we'll try and keep you up to date on that score as that one continues to go on. Under 6 minutes here at Javelina Stadium. It's all Bears. Under 2 minutes left in that one. Alzandua handing it off to his running back. That's Triales, and he goes nowhere. He went for it on 4th and 7 and ended up turning it into a disaster. And it's Vernia Bear defense again making a big stop. Mackay now down to their final seconds, trying to pull out a miracle. Lavernia's offense will take the field right around the 48-yard lines where they'll take over. Ricky at the quarterback. Timeout Lavernia. Fourth and 9 from the 27-yard line with 11 seconds. Mackay again. They're Trying to make things very, very interesting. At Action 4 Sports, you want to follow that live, you can follow it on Twitter, or head on over to that stream. 4th and 9, Mackay has it on the Alexander 27 with 11 seconds remaining. We'll go ahead and keep you updated on that one. Mackay could potentially pull an upset. If not, most folks had Alexander winning that one. Alexander again up 14-13. And these Bears are just going to want to run out this clock, start the bus, and head home and prepare for next week. So then you got Edinburgh North and Los Fresnos. I think that's, if you look at the schedule and you want to talk about a potential upset, and then you say, well, where are the upsets in the playoffs? As far as Valley teams go, and as far as the games we have streaming live, you might want to look at Donna and Mission Veterans. Edinburgh North, Los Fresnos, hand off to the right side, the 45-yard line. 4:50 left in this one. 60-14 is your score, Vernia. All about the resurgence of Amani Bowen and that newfound offense for the Donna Redskins, getting a win in the final week against Ed Couch punch their ticket to the playoffs. I'll be going up against Mission Veterans, Santos Gatial, so two premier quarterbacks will be taking center stage at Tom Landry Stadium. And Los Fresnos at Edinburgh North. Those two teams also having a lot of playoff history with each other. Bears tossed to the left, fumbled the football, unable to pick it up. Gators trying to fall on top of it. Still a live ball. The officials are rushing in to sort this one out. And the football will stay with the Bears. They fall on top of the loose football. Fourth and 20 now for Vernia. They're going to send their punting unit out there. 3:46 left in this one. We're about to wrap this up, folks. And Vernia will head on into the second round. So once again, be sure to tune in tomorrow night. Live audio. I'll be back here at Javelina Stadium to give you the call. Port Isabel and Sinton, as they'll do battle. The flip side of the 4A rankings. Wobbly kick. Grulla will just let this one roll dead at the 30-yard line. Timeout on the field. We'll take a timeout up here. You're watching ValleyCentral.com. Welcome back to the action. 3:20 left in this one. Gators with the ball on the 30-yard line. Snaps there. And Alzandua will call his own number, trying to spin away. 34-yard line.
Made by number 81, Cole Simpson.
Simpson on the tackle for the Bears. So the most this offense has ever scored this year was against Jones. They won 51-7. Then they scored 40 twice. 3 times rather. 47 another. Deep ball to the right side. That pass is broken up and nearly caught off the deflection.
Pass broken up by number 23, Trey Smitsky.
So they've scored 40 plus 4 times this year, 47 points with the second highest against Robstown. Then they had 40 against Sinton, 40 against Navarro. Two big schools are always in that playoff picture. And again, I go back to that game against Sinton. This Vernia team beat Sinton 40-20. Seeing Sinton on tape and kind of read what they can do, and I've seen that they're pretty good. So how good is this Vernia team moving forward? When they beat Sinton by 20, lowering his shoulder as Alzandua picked up around 17 to the 46-yard line.
Tackle made by number 43, Austin Stark.
So it'll be a fresh set of downs. 2:05 left in this one. He'll fake the jet sweep on Zandua. Deep ball, right side, looking for his man. Incomplete. Drops the pass on the 20-yard line. 1:52 left in this one. Let's check that Mackay and Alexander score. See if Mackay could pull out any kind of miracle over at Laredo. I'll go with the run this time. Lots of running room in front of him.
Zaldua picks up the first down. Flag on the play. After the play dead. Dead ball. White, 27. Head slap. That's a personal foul. 15 yards. First down.
So Mackay leads 16-14 with 5.4 seconds left on the kickoff. How about that? Mackay's Adrian Rodriguez nailed a 44-yard field goal to take a 16-14 lead. Cibolo steals 70, San Antonio MacArthur 21. That's an updated score. And the final score over there at Laredo Alexander, Mackay 18, Laredo Alexander 13. That game ended in a safety. So now to be between Mackay will face the winner between Rivera and PSJ North. 1:14 left here at Javelina Stadium. Now things will get very, very interesting if you're a Raider fan. And if you're asking me who I'd pick between Rivera and PSJ North, I'd go with Rivera. Then you have a second round matchup. Mackay against Rivera and a rematch of last year's by-district round. How interesting would that be? So a timeout here on the field. 1:14 left in this one. And I know I'll be getting a phone call from Mr. Joe Bowling as soon as my game wraps up. He was out there patrolling the sidelines. I'm going to want to know how that game ended and what went on. Alzandua sending a motion man. Fake the handoff, trying to bounce it to the outside, picks up a block, crossing the 20 to the 19-yard line. 15-yard line, a minute left in this one. How about this stat? Adrian Rodriguez.
For
His first attempt on a field goal this year was the game winner for Mac High. How about that?
On the Vernia 16-yard line. First and
Ball
10.
on the 16-yard line. You can't rewrite that stuff. He hadn't kicked the field goal all year. Coach says put him in there. 44-yarder in the playoff games, all on the line. Gators running this one all the way down to the 5-yard line. 58 seconds left in this one and counting. How about that? Congratulations to the Mackay Bulldogs, pulling off an upset against Laredo Alexander. As for these Lavernia Bears, they will head on over to the second round. And for the Gators, well, it was a good season. They made the postseason. But again, they're just no match for these Lavernia Bears. Handoff, trying to get it to the outside. No one in front of him. End zone, touchdown Gators.
Touchdown Gators.
With 23 seconds left in this one and a garbage touchdown, the Gators. Find the end zone. So the extra point will be coming up. Snaps there. The extra point is up. No good, so the score will stay. Lavernia 60.
No good. 23 seconds remaining in the ball game.
Grulla 20. 23 seconds left in this one. You're watching ValleyCentral.com. Welcome back to the action. Final seconds in this one. And congratulations to the Lavernia Bears with a dominating win here in the bi-district round. And again, another congratulations to the La Grulla Gators on making the postseason. Unfortunately, their season will come to an end here tonight. Vernia is going to try and just take this one out from the 5-yard line.
Ben Spalding on the return. Going to the 15-yard line. 13 seconds remaining in the ball game. Tackle made number 34, Juan Pena.
So there's 13 seconds left in this one, and we'll call it a night here at Javelina Stadium. So victory formation here would do it. And that is about it here at Javelina Stadium with your final score. The Lavernia Bears 60, La Grulla Gators 20. I want to thank everyone for tuning in to ValleyCentral.com. Be sure to tune in tomorrow night, folks. We got a special one for you, live audio. Kickoff set for 7:30 as the Port Isabel Tarpons take on the Sinton Pirates. So once again, your final score, Lavernia 60, Grulla 20. I'm Kevin Naro saying so long and good night from Kingsville.